my name is Emily. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, please consider hitting that red subscribe button. And if you're not new, thank you for the continued support. Sorry if you cannot hear me, but I'm currently at the bank waiting for my mom to get some baking done for my nanny. And so I didn't want to go in, so I was like, hey, let me film a YouTube video. Because I know that I posted earlier in a vlog and I said, would you guys want me to talk in the car? And a lot of you said yes. So we're in a parking lot. I'm not driving. I don't drive. So yeah, let's get started. I think what I want to talk about is just about teaching children and like school peers about disabilities from a young age, because for me, I never knew that I was like really different. Like I would say around 4th grade is when I started to realize that I was different. I remember there used to be this store in the local mall called Limited 2, and I remember my wheelchair, I said, was a big accessory from Limited 2, and it took me a really long time to accept that I was different from my peers, and I couldn't wear the sandals and flip-flops that they were wearing, and I couldn't wear the dresses and the skirts. I had to get a different one. You know, I couldn't just wear a skirt. I had to get the skirts and the shorts and the bike shorts and all that. And, you know, my wardrobe is different. And, you know, I mean, now that everybody dresses in comfy clothes, it's not really that different. But it was for a while. And still even now, I think that I have trouble, like, going into stores and seeing things that I would like to wear. But I can't because either it doesn't fit or I'm sitting all day and it wouldn't be comfortable. And I'm not saying that I'm sitting all day because I'm lazy. I'm sitting all day because I have to. Because I have cerebral palsy, spastic diplegia cerebral palsy. And I don't have the energy that my peers do. And I would say that things really started to change when I got to high school, because I also have anxiety, but I was never like in one social circle, and I've recently, as of February, gone back to therapy, like counseling and therapy, and I say there's no shame in that, because dealing with the world with a disability is very hard to do. And so I'm learning coping skills to do that better. And basically what me and my therapist talk about is like how I never really had one social circle. Like I was in a couple different ones, like I did choir, but accessibility issues with that, like, stopped me from doing certain things, and, like, knowing what I know now, I should have fought for it more, but I didn't, and I regret that, because I, saw one of my little friends that I mentor. Well, she's not little, she's in 8th grade now, but I saw her that I mentor yesterday, and if you follow me on Instagram, you probably have seen it. But I saw her and she was like, oh my god, I'm so excited to go to high school. And I was like, yeah, you're welcome. It's all accessible thanks to me. And like, if you aren't getting what you need, like, call me. Like, I literally, I mean, not that I don't do anything, but I literally don't do anything besides train my dog, go to doctor's appointments, and literally make YouTube videos of my life. So I was like, if you're not getting what you need, then call me. It's hot in this car, so I'm gonna roll down the window, sorry. But yeah, but anyways, I think that was in like middle school. That's when things really started to change, because like everyone was in their cliques and their popular cliques, and I was kind of having to mature really fast, because I was having to make decisions about surgeries and therapy and what my body felt like, and listening to my body and listening to my pain. And my pain wasn't nearly as bad as it is now, just because I'm getting older, and like I could fall over and get right back up and keep going. Now I can't do that. Now my hip hurts, you know what I mean? So it's just a lot. But definitely I think when I hit my senior year of high school, that's when things really started to go downhill, and it was like my peers were here and I was like here. And if you didn't know, me and my parents single-handedly got the renovation rolling on an $81 million renovation for my high school. And if you want to read the article about it, I'll link it down below. Sorry, we had to switch parking lots, but we're running errands, but I hope you can hear the beautiful birds chirping. Anyway, if you want to read the article that I did almost 5 years ago, I'll link it down below. Because we got some pushback from that article, saying that, like, why should we have to pay for your daughter's issue? Like, this is only her issue. But it's really not my issue. It's the issue of everybody's grandma at some point, everybody's mom, everybody's dad, you know, whatever. So, like, I think accessibility is very important. And I was the only child in a wheelchair in my classes during school. And my peers / some friends knew absolutely nothing when it came to accessibility and what is right and what is wrong and how do they do certain things. And if you've been watching my videos recently, I made a video about anger about accessibility, where I basically had an argument with one of my former classmates and ended up blocking them from my social media because they just weren't trying to understand what I was educating them about. They were basically saying that they fixed an issue when they did, but they only did after I complained. And that's usually what happens, is after somebody falls, after somebody complains, after somebody almost gets hurt, then things change. And that's how I knew that I was different, because I couldn't easily just walk up the stairs to a store or, you know, walk into it that's a mile and a half away without my handicap parking permit. And that's how I knew I was different. And I think that we should teach children nowadays that it's okay to be different, because I could tell you that there's been bouts of loneliness that you feel that nobody else knows what you're going through. So if we could teach, this is like an icky word, I don't want to use it, but for lack of a better word, if we could teach the able-bodied community children to be nicer to the disabled children, starts in kindergarten, then I think we would have a lot easier time with growing up as middle schoolers, high schoolers, adults, and what have you. So, yeah, that's my story, and that's how I knew I was different, because of accessibility issues.